Hey guys, what's going on? Eddie with Blue Line Pressure Washing. Wanted to talk to you guys today about how to handle customers who are rude or disrespectful or kind of shady, that kind of thing. So you're going to run into it, not as often as you think you will, but you will run into it. Every once in a while you'll have someone, call into your office and or whoever's answering the phones for you, and they're real rude and disrespectful and nasty to that person, and then you show up and they're just as nice as can be, ready to get the work done, all that kind of stuff. So you have to try to balance it a little bit, especially if you were newer into the game. You got to kind of balance where that line is going to be for you. You need to figure it out. I am not above telling a customer, you know what, I don't think we're the right fit. You're going to have to find yourself another exterior cleaning company to take care of your house wash, your roof wash, whatever it may be. There's no reason to be disrespectful and nasty. My wife said it very well earlier. It costs no money at all to be a nice person, to be a decent person. So, just a quick scenario of something that happened yesterday. I'm not going to go into a whole bunch of details, but this is what prompted me to do this video for you guys. Customer called in, got on the schedule. There was a conflict, scheduling conflict that needed to be resolved. We contacted them, explained the conflict to them. They were rude, disrespectful, and this is a repeat customer for us. They were rude and disrespectful to my wife. She informed me of it. I immediately, the first thought that pops in my mind, which is why I don't reach out and talk to my clients that are rude immediately, is kick them off. Tell them, you know what, sorry, we're not going to be able to take care of this for you. Cooler heads prevail when you take time. So there's the first tip. Take time to calm down before you address it. And it gets even funnier because a couple of hours later, that same customer calls and says, hey, we can't do it tomorrow now. Can we move it to next week? So it was a big problem when I needed to move it an hour for something that came up. Things happen. Things that are out of our control happen. Something that came up, I needed to move them an hour. They threw a fit. They want to move me a week, expect me to be okay with that, which my wife, very nice person, much nicer than I am, said, yeah, that's fine, we'll go ahead and move you to next week. She did that. I will not accept a quote from them again next year. I'm going to go ahead and do this, get it knocked out, as long as when I arrive, they have some common decency to them, respect and courtesy. That's all I ask, is be a nice person. I'm not going to come out here. I do not work for you. I work for my company, and yes, you give me the revenue that allows me to run my company, but at the same point, you have to have some sort of self-respect and decency and courage to stand up to people. Otherwise, they will walk all over you for the entire rest of your career and probably won't be very successful in your business if you don't stand up for yourself. Also, one of the things that we do with our CRM is we have a terms and conditions form that gets automatically sent with every estimate that we send out. And I shouldn't say automatically, Jen populates it in with every email that gets sent out for a quote. And then you have to hit the accept button on that, or give some type of written verification, whether it be on paper or through email, saying, yes, I accept the terms of the quote. We've read the terms and conditions. That has to be verified. And there's a reason that we do that. In the estimate, we put the scope of work in there. So client calls, they want a house wash done. They have, let's say, some rust streaks coming down the side of the house from improper fastener, screw, nail, whatever that was put on the house that rusted, caused a rust streak to come down the side of the house. A standard house wash does not cover that. So we tell them, if there's rust, anything like that, anything that's non-organic, that is not included in the standard house wash price. We would have to give you a quote on the removal of that particular stain. So we send all that over, and you go to there, you do the job, you get it all cleaned up, and they come out and They were just as nice as can be on the phone, as nice as can be when you arrived. They come out, it's time to write that check. They start looking, it's like, what about that big rust spot? That's not clean, I'm not happy with it. I need money off the bill. No, that is where that email comes in handy, that written contract comes in handy, however you want to do it for your company, because you can pull that up. I can pull it up on my phone, go to that customer, say, here is the scope of work lined out that we said that we agreed to. Nowhere in there is there rust removal. There's no line item for a rust removal. And you signed off on it, you agreed to it. This is the cost. If you want me to remove that rust, I can do that for this cost. If it's just a little teeny tiny rust spot, most of the time I'll just kind of do it anyway. But a big rust stain or anything like that, it's got to be extra. That stuff's not cheap to come by. So basically, tip number two of this is have a record for every client, no matter how nice they are on the phone, how nice they are in person, however you do your estimates through email. Have some type of either digital or written contract and copy that you can use in case that happens. Now again, this is very few and far between. This does not happen very often, but it does happen. So have something, some sort of backup that you can go to and say, hey, this is what we agreed to right in here. You know, that's what we agreed to. That's what I did. You know, I'm sorry that you're not happy about the rust stain there. I'd be glad to give you a price to remove that, especially if I'm already here. Probably do a little bit better on the price, but that's the way that this business operates. You have to stand up for yourself when the customer tries to push you around. You cannot do that. If you do not stand up for yourself and you let this happen, it will happen more often, and you will find yourself in financial disparity with your company. Also, make sure you're pricing right, doing the industry standard on pricing, because you don't want to really dilute everything down, and not so much about diluting the market. I mean, you're gonna hear guys say that all the time. You're flooding the market. There's people, pop-up pressure washing companies all over the place. I just found like 2 or 3 more in my area that I didn't know about last year, and I don't get mad about it. I don't care, because number one, there's more houses and commercial properties in the area that I service than the companies that are in this area combined can take care of in a year. I'm not worried. Do your job, go to your clientele basis, do a good job, your business will be fine. Some of those pop-up companies are not going to last. Some of them will. But the pricing issue is you need to be able to price at what your business can sustain, what will sustain your business and make a profit for you. Nobody goes into business for themselves thinking, I want to skate by and break even. That's not the point. If that's what you're doing, you should be working somewhere for someone else where you don't have all the extra headaches. So that's my rant for the day. A little bit longer video than I wanted it to be. We are working on developing a downstreaming trailer unit. It'll be a 5x8 trailer. Trailers are a pain in the butt to come by right now, but we have some ends with a vendor that I think we're going to be able to get a hold of those here pretty soon, and we're going to start production on 5x8 trailer downstreaming units that it will be on the website once we build it out and see how we want it, and we'll keep you guys updated on the progress on that as well. Also, the pressure washing skid plates, the aluminum plates that nobody can find anymore, we have started making those. We started production on those. I got the prototype on the back of my truck right now, running it probably another week or so, and then after that we'll put them up on the website. I'll do a video on them, show them to you guys. They're very similar to the aluminum skids we used to be able to get. There is some differences in it. I really like it. It seems to be very rugged, very tough. It's doing great on my truck right now. Like I said, we've had it on there for about 2 weeks. I'm gonna run it for the rest of this week, and then we will we'll do a video on them and we'll offer them up for sale as long as I'm still happy with them. Any equipment needs, give us a call, 304-886-3182. Shoot us an email, bluelinepressurewashingllc@gmail.com, or check out the website. And then all these numbers and links will be in the description below to the website. And like I said, once we get the production going on the trailer and on the little pressure washer skid plates, mounting plates, we'll do a video on those and put those up for sale on the website. Probably put them on eBay as well. Thanks, guys. Stay safe. Right now, try to stay hydrated. It's freaking hot. Talk to you guys later.